You know what's hilarious? We spend thousands of dollars on gym memberships to walk on treadmills that go nowhere. But the moment someone suggests a free hike in actual nature, we're like, yeah, let me commune with the void real quick. Well, buckle up, buttercups. Because today we're talking about three people who went looking for some fresh air and Instagram photos, and instead found something that'll make you never want to leave your couch again. And honestly, your couch has never looked more appealing. Story 1. The staircase that shouldn't exist. So picture this. You're a park ranger. Your job description is basically keep idiots from hugging bears and tell people where the bathroom is. Simple, right? Wrong. Because Reddit user Search and Rescue Woods decided to share something the park rangers apparently just don't talk about. And that something is staircases. Just random, perfectly maintained staircases in the middle of absolutely nowhere. We're not talking about old trail markers or ruins from a forgotten civilization. We're talking about pristine, carpeted, Victorian-era staircases just chilling in the forest like they're waiting for someone to walk up them. No building attached, no foundation, no reason to exist. Just stairs, leading to more trees. Some are metal, some are wood. Some are so fancy they look like they belong in a mansion, except the mansion is missing and replaced with pure existential dread. And here's the kicker, the rangers. They're trained to completely ignore them. Don't look at them, don't touch them, and for the love of all that is holy, do not climb them. Because apparently, the people who do climb them, they either come back wrong or they don't come back at all. One ranger reported finding a hiker at the top of one of these staircases, just standing there, staring at nothing, for hours. When they finally got him down, he couldn't remember his own name. Just kept saying, I saw the top. The top of what, Brian? It's just more trees. But here's where it gets really fun. Multiple rangers across different states have reported the exact same phenomenon. These aren't local legends or campfire stories. These are trained professionals going, yeah, that thing that defies all logic and reason. Company policy is to pretend it's not there, which is basically the governmental equivalent of, if we ignore it, maybe it'll go away. Spoiler alert, it doesn't go away. But wait, because apparently the forest wasn't creepy enough with its random architectural anomalies, let's talk about what happens when you hear your name called in the woods and why you should absolutely, positively, 100% not answer it. Story 2. Never answer. When the woods call your name. Okay, so you're hiking. Birds are chirping. Sun is shining. You're feeling like a whole Disney protagonist. Then you hear it. Someone calling your name. Crystal clear. Sounds exactly like your friend Sarah, who's supposedly 20 feet ahead of you on the trail. You turn around, and Sarah's not there. You look forward again, and Sarah is there, looking at you like, dude, why are you being weird? Congratulations, the forest just tried to lure you to your doom, and you almost fell for it because you have the survival instincts of a lemming with a death wish. This happened to a hiker named Marcus in the Appalachian Mountains. He was solo hiking. First mistake, King, but we'll let it slide. When he heard his girlfriend calling his name. The girlfriend who was currently at home, 3 states away, probably watching Netflix and wondering why her boyfriend insists on tempting fate for fun. But the voice? Perfect. Her exact tone. even called him by his nickname that literally only she uses. Marcus, being slightly smarter than your average horror movie protagonist, did not follow the voice. Instead, he turned on his GPS tracker, marked his location, and speed-walked his happy butt back to civilization. Later, when he checked the map, the voice had been calling him toward a cliff face, a 200-foot drop disguised by dense fog. If he'd followed it, pancake, human pancake with a side of they never found the body. And this isn't isolated. Indigenous peoples across North America have stories about the mimic or the whistler, entities that perfectly replicate human voices to lead people astray. The Navajo call it a skinwalker. The Wendigo legends talk about it. Scottish folklore has the Bouban Sith doing the same thing. It's almost like humanity has been collectively screaming, "Don't trust the voice in the woods," for thousands of years. And we're still out here going, "But what if it's really Sarah, though?" Here's your PSA. If you hear someone calling your name in the wilderness and you can't see them, that's not your friend. That's something wearing your friend's voice like a Halloween costume. And the only appropriate response is to pretend you're suddenly very deaf and very interested in going literally anywhere else. Speaking of going literally anywhere else, let's talk about the one rule of hiking that seems obvious until you realize how many people break it, and how one group's violation led to an encounter that still doesn't make sense 15 years later. Story 3. The hiker who wasn't hiking. Look, we all know the cardinal rule of hiking: stay on the trail. It's not a suggestion. It's not a fun little guideline for amateur hour. It's the difference between "I took a nice walk" and "I'm now a Wikipedia page under unexplained disappearances." But in 2008, a group of 4 college students in Olympic National Forest decided that rules are for people who don't have a sense of adventure and YouTube channels to feed. They veered off trail. Classic. About 3 miles in, they found something that made them immediately regret every decision that led them to that moment. A campsite, a nice campsite, tent, sleeping bag, backpack, cooking gear, the works. Everything perfectly arranged, like someone just stepped away to grab firewood. Except the tent was covered in moss. The sleeping bag was rotted through, and the backpack had a permit tag from 1987, 21 years earlier. Now here's where a normal person would say, "This is a crime scene or a tragedy, let's report it and leave." But no, these geniuses decided to investigate, and that's when they noticed him, about 50 yards away, just standing there, facing away from them. Full hiking gear, didn't move, didn't make a sound. One of the students called out, "Hey, you okay?" Nothing. They moved closer, still nothing. This dude was standing statue still in the middle of the forest, like he was waiting for a bus that would never come. They got within 20 feet, and that's when they saw it. His gear was ancient. We're talking 1980s style framed backpack, old school boots, the whole retro ensemble. But his hair was perfectly trimmed. Clothes were weathered, but not rotted. Then he turned around. No face, just smooth skin where his features should have been. Like someone took an eraser to reality. All 4 students ran, didn't look back, didn't grab their gear, just full-on Forrest Gump sprinted back to the trail. They reported it to the rangers, who found the campsite, but no faceless hiker. The permit tag matched a man named David Paulson, who was reported missing in 1987 and never found. Here's the thing that keeps me up at night. What was he doing? Just standing there for 21 years, waiting. And for what? Is he still there? Is he still waiting? And look, I know what you're thinking. Cool stories, but surely there's a rational explanation. And you're right, there absolutely is. The explanation is that nature is a cosmic horror story written by something with a sick sense of humor. And we keep walking into it with a Nalgene bottle and trail mix, thinking we're the main characters. The forest doesn't care about your fitness goals. The mountains don't care about your Instagram aesthetic. And whatever is out there calling your name, building staircases to nowhere, and cosplaying as missing hikers from the 80s, it definitely doesn't care that you paid $200 for those hiking boots. So here's your homework. Hit that subscribe button like it's the emergency contact on your hiking permit, because trust me, if you're binge watching this channel, you're not going hiking anytime soon, and that might just save your life. Drop a comment telling me, would you climb the mysterious staircase? Would you answer if you heard your name? And most importantly, have you ever experienced something in the woods that you still can't explain? I'm reading every single comment, and who knows, your story might be horrifying enough for the next video. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a sudden urge to delete my All Trails account and invest heavily in indoor activities. Stay safe out there. Or better yet, stay inside. Peace.